took really terrible notes last session. Um, but last session was our official session. I know, I think it was a session 2. It was. I just wrote it down as session 1
3.
in my notes.
I
Well
think it was
done, Kirsty.
session 3 was last week.
Well, so session 0 was the first one.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay,
I'm
yeah, so session
calling
2.
session
Okay.
1 the next one. So this is session 2 in my. It should be
Okay.
session 2 in my notes, but I
Damn.
didn't edit. I always copy and paste my little header thing because it has like the
Hmm.
session, the date, and the location of the players, and I didn't change it to session 2, so it still read session 1. Um, so we started off with you guys in the city. You had arrived on around day 10, and
Yes.
you guys were pretty or your characters at least, were pretty excited to be there. Oh, Nick, you'd always do the notes. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I can do that if you like.
Awesome.
Give me a moment. I am literally just creating what is now session 3 on my notes because someone insisted on using programming numbering.
Sorry.
Okay, so yeah, we've arrived in the city. Strogak and Lunara are fawning over everything. Willem wanders around looking for traps, finds a snare trap, but thankfully is able to pull his foot out just in time and gets our attention. Let's see what happened next. Adriel looking around for anything stands out to him. Lunara lets the party know that we could have hunting traps. We then decided to climb the pyramid for the first time. Thankfully, it was just Willem and Adriel climb the pyramid, make it all the way up. A little bit of falling damage, make it most of the way up to the summit. Adriel tries to channel some lightning into Gorm, but nothing happens. Adriel then shoots lightning at the hand holding the lightning bolt of one of the statues, and has to dodge a firework, or no, tries to dodge a firework that was lodged there. This seemed to be a comedy of errors session, if I remember correctly.
It really was.
Yeah. We discover that the statues are hollow. We're getting increasing Wizard of Oz vibes as this goes on, if I remember correctly. We scout the outside of the pyramid and find a door on the 3rd tier that will be important later on. We make a camp with Quoth providing overwatch, and then we go into the night watch. First thing in the morning, we're ambushed by a group of dust goblins and dust mephits. Everyone but Lunara manages to hide, which was very funny to me. Willem goes all Jason Bourne on them. We kill them all, with Wei doing an awful lot of punching. And then take a short rest and start our day 11 when we start fighting the pyramid and fail to fight the pyramid. Lunara being knocked unconscious and taking death saves, failing 2 of them before Willem and Wei are able to get up and stabilize her. Because apparently this pyramid was Mount fucking Everest. The group make it up to the door they spotted while Lunara takes a short rest to recover some of her hit points. We discover that the door around the middle was propped open by the dead body of a goblin that was killed by a crossbow bolt, some kind of trap. We find a room. We go in and find a room underneath the statues with 3 cylindrical pipes. After a while, Willem and Quoth start to feel lightheaded and decide to leave. Lunara and Adriel then head in and disperse what appears to be carbon monoxide or dioxide gas, opening all the doors and blowing stuff around to get rid of it. We then send Quoth down below and discover that there are some bioluminescent beetles. We leave the pyramid and use the afternoon to actually make a ladder up the pyramid so that we're no longer going to die trying to climb it. Then we make our way back in, use the goblin to wedge the doors open more, and then go down and kill the shit out of those poor bioluminescent things that never actually stood a chance. The last one being spooned to death, which I just wanted to remind you guys is a thing that happened in this game.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, that is my notes. I believe we ended
Those are
after the fatal spooning.
we sure did. We ended after the fatal spooning. It seemed like a good note to end the session on. Yeah, thank you once again, Nick. I love that there are player generated notes for this. It's awesome. I don't have to like edit myself as I go trying to like as I'm reading through my
I'm
notes and writing all like the GM stuff and I'm like, I don't have to
yeah.
edit that out anymore.
No, I'm
That's
having
awesome.
fun. I'm having fun noting, so
Awesome. I appreciate
happy to
it.
carry on.
Okay, so we're just gonna leap right in to tier 2
Sure.
of the pyramid. So you guys are here
Hmm.
in the central room, and I will. Oh, I should open my PDF, right? That's a thing.
That
That's a
might be
thing that you
helpful.
do.
Yeah,
You open
having
up
an
the
idea.
thing with the job descriptions, room descriptions.
Job descriptions. I see.
We're
I'm
having a whole
learning a
job
lot about this
description thing
campaign.
at work. Right. Okay, so tier 1 we have done. Tier 2.
Okay, session 3. We are resuming
Thank you.
on day 12.
Yes, we are. Okay. So you guys are stood in a room that has these 3 cylinders that go upwards into the next room. And there are 3 sort of open doorways with ladders, and the ladders go obviously up to the top. Um, you guys looked upwards. I don't believe you actually climbed upwards, but if you continue on up and above, there's like a little platform, and Adriel saw that there were some mechanical like levers and things that seem to be ways of manipulating the statues. And then you guys have come down into this room. Inside, there are the 3 still glowing corpses of the beetles. Glow beetles? Forget their name. Glow beetles. Giant fire beetles. That's what they
Fire
are.
beaters. Yeah, that was right.
Yeah. And there are also 3 doors in this room. One is to the east, and 2 are on the west side of the room. The other thing of note here is that there's not a lot of dust, or what dust that there is on the floor has been quite disturbed and kicked up. Um, obviously the fire beetles flying around in here would certainly be a cause of that. Other than that, it's fairly quiet in here. It's fairly sort of peaceful sounding.
Hmm.
You're maybe you're in a tomb. You don't really know
Hmm.
why this pyramid was built, other than that there's
Out
gods
of
on top.
hmm. Out of curiosity and like probably a little bit of Lunara's nature, can I do some kind of check, like a nature check or something? Like, what would they eat? What would be? How would they still be here after however long this thing has been opened?
Interesting. Yeah, go ahead, give me a nature check.
Okay, abilities. Nature is probably not going to be great, but second roll, nature. There we go. Oh, good.
So it's possible that they have a way out that you
Okay,
just haven't seen.
sure.
Um, I mean, they're giant fire beetles, but they're still able to sort of squeeze places that maybe you wouldn't
Yeah,
be able
sure.
to
Yeah.
go.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
That's all you get with a 6.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I was kind of expecting a things just happen, what the hell kind of answer, so that is much better than I was hoping for.
And I've got ambient music for this time, so let me know if it's too loud. But there's a little background noise. Okay, as I showed you guys last time, Roll20 has these doors now, so you are welcome to open them. Just do keep in mind, if you go off in opposite directions, I will hold you to that, and your life may become sad.
I do think we should stick together and just kind of pick a direction and then like come back if we hit a dead end.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I'll check out this door since it's closest to me.
Move away from that door.
Okay. When you say you're checking it for traps, is that the idea?
Yeah.
Fair, fair. You guys have reason to be paranoid in this dungeon.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an investigation, please.
Ah, yes, character sheet would probably be good.
Mm.
Character sheet, what's that?
Eh.
So you take a look at it. You don't see it looks very much like the other door that you saw here, just a simple stone door. There's no lock on it or anything like that. You don't see any pressure plates or anything that give you concern on this side, but you also have been through doors in this temple, and you know this place, at least the top layer, was heavily trapped, so it's not impossible there's something on the other side.
All right, I will.
As you're looking at the door, you hear like a scraping sound coming from the other side. Just a really soft little like scratch.
Like a constant one, or like a
No,
scratch, scratch kind of thing.
it's just once, and it's just like one like. I don't know if you could hear that. I tried to like put my mic next to it.
Just about hear it, yeah.
Like that kind of idea. Like it's just like a little scratching sound, and then it stops.
Lightning arcs around my fingers as I prepare lightning spark.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, I will pull my short sword. Don't want to break my spoon. And
Fair.
I will open the door.
Okay, go ahead, open the door.
Oh boy.
So when you open the door, you see someone standing in the hallway. His face is quite interesting because it is covered in a mask. The mask is gold, and it looks like this. So you cannot see the face of the person behind the mask. However, he appears to be male, appears to be humanoid, is very, very pale of skin, and he is wearing, I believe it's chainmail. Sorry, here we go. Yeah, he's wearing some chainmail that is not super well put together. There's like leather underneath it, and he has in his hand a short sword. And he's also got his short sword out, and he's kind of like crouched down, and you can see he's very close to the wall, and it was probably his mask scraping along the wall, that sound that you heard. And he's sort of like frozen looking at you. And then he says something that only Lunara understands because it is in Syncadian.
Right.
And he says, "Halt! Where dost thou think thou art going?"
Lunara kind of steps forward and says, "We've, oh God, what the hell is she going to say? We've come to investigate reports of strange happenings in this temple."
"From whence dost thou
She kind
come?
of
Dost thou
puts up-
come from below?"
She puts a hand up to the others to like hold up. Don't do anything for the moment.
Okay.
Yes, we've come from the outside.
"Thou hast come from below, not the outside. Do not speak of foolish things."
You'd be surprised. There's an outside now. A lot of time has passed.
"Thou playest tricks upon me. Who art thou to really?"
Verily, forsooth, I do not.
Does he guard a cup by any chance?
Does he guard a cup?
Yeah.
That took me way too long. You see no cup.
All right, no. Okay. Well, wrong guy then. Sorry.
"Tell me once and tell me true, art thou friends of Gorm?"
Yes, we are.
I speak up, yeah, and I'm like, we are.
Again,
my
this is in
voice.
Cincadian.
Yeah, this is in
so-
Cincadian. Do you
Oh,
speak Cincadian?
sorry. No, that's like one of the languages I don't speak.
I'm probably like if I can, I will be kind of getting Lunara getting Quoth to like give a running translation.
You know what? I love that because I hate keeping the party out in the cold on
Yeah.
what is happening, and
Yeah.
any excuse to allow everyone to understand the language is
Yeah, and I
awesome with me.
think Quoth obviously is using two different voices for each of the people, and Lara's a little bit annoyed at how squeaky the voice he uses for her is, but he's too busy actually having the conversation to actually do anything about it presently.
Awesome.
Yeah, and just Willem's got his sword lowered and his other hand up, just like not trying to start anything.
So when he sees that you lower your sword, he also he sheaths his. He moves very Willem. I will say this, and Wei. You guys would probably both notice that he moves very much in the manner of someone who is accustomed to wielding a weapon. He's sort of got that. You know how they say cops stand a certain way? And I never believed it until I worked at a detachment, and now like I can tell who's a cop when they walk in the building, even though they're not in uniform, because they just have that way about him. He's kind of like that. Like he's just got that. The way he holds himself, he's clearly used to A, wielding some power, and B, it being like of a physical nature. And he seems comfortable in his own skin. Perhaps that's a good way to put it. And he continues speaking to you, Lunara. Although he's speaking to you because you're speaking to him, but he seems to be more interested in addressing like Willem and Wei than
I
anyone
say
else.
I say to him, she says to him that they are unfortunately unable to speak our language, but I can provide translation.
Good. I am glad to see that one of the sisterhood is capable of doing some good instead of being a unwieldy barbarian woman.
I was going to say, please. I think she interjects and says, "Please be careful with your choice of words there."
Ugh, women. So, are you are you with the sisterhood then?
Can I history to see what I know about the sisterhood to see how well I can play along to that?
Sure. You may have advantage.
Thank you. My favorite level of check. Okay, history.
Okay.
19.
So you did see the statue of Madarua.
Oh, Manara. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, up on the top of the pyramid. And you are aware that she would have had followers, and it's perhaps that he is speaking of. Although
Okay.
you're not entirely certain how, I mean, it seems as though this is an ongoing worship, at which point, it's been thousands of years. How has things changed?
Yeah. Would I know kind of like an official name for them that I could kind of drop to make him like to
You would,
like
I
assuage
think
doubt, if
just
that makes sense.
knowing the name Madarua would be enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a daughter of Madarua.
And yet thou speakest to me in a peaceful manner. I am much surprised. But what
A lot
interest
has
have you with
changed.
what interest have you with the Brotherhood?
A lot of time has passed. We wanted to see how things were going inside here.
Thou keepest speaking of the inside. I do not understand thine words.
So, you know how this is a building? This is a structure that we are within.
Of course we are within.
Okay. Well, what else is there? What is the opposite of within?
Well, without.
Mm-hmm. There's an
So
awful
thou
lot more
dost
without than there is within.
indeed down below lies much.
Not just down below. There are more directions than down.
Well, I know that thou art not from these small walls. We have explored this area excessively. Extensively is
The
the word I was seeking.
the outside is no longer buried by sand.
The next rooms were never buried by sand.
No, the outside, the area outside this building.
Thou speakest in riddles.
Right back at you, friend.
I think perhaps thou should speak with our leader.
I mean, that sounds good.
I shall stay here. Candidates shall come to you.
Okay.
And he closes the door, and you hear him walking away. And then you hear voices in the hallway.
So their leader's going to come in here. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to say to them as to why we're here, aside from being nosy. She says to the rest of the party. So any ideas you can come up with would be really appreciated.
Yeah, first I'm gonna move over here, away from the door, just so it doesn't look like I'm trying to ambush them.
Good plan.
Oh, I don't know. Tell them we got lost on our way to the toilet.
Well, we're basically walking through a giant litter box, so I don't think that's gonna fly.
No.
I don't know what to say.
You guys hear the sound of many footsteps coming down the path. And the door opens. And you see that there are many of these people wearing masks. And there is one who is unmasked. And he is the one who steps forward. And he is quite clearly the leader. He is wearing plate armor rather than chainmail.
Okay.
He has a great sword strapped to his back and a heavy crossbow at his waist. And you can see that on his plate armor is emblazoned a lightning bolt. The other thing that you see is that he has a circlet that he is wearing on his head. And the circlet is formed of multiple lightning bolts that are all sort of joined together. It almost gives him a kingly type appearance. And he comes in and he actually speaks some very broken common.
Okay.
And he says, I understand that thou do not all speakish. I'm so terrible with this. Thou dost not all speak our language. Dost thou speak the language of the ancients? He says this in common.
If that is the language you're using presently, we all speak that.
Ah, it has been many years since I have practiced the language of the ancients, but I think I can remember enough for us to converse. Greetings.
Greetings.
I am Canadas.
Okay. My name is Lunara. And I introduce the others.
Okay. Tell me, which of you is the leader?
Good question. We haven't really worked that one out yet. We don't really have a leader.
My brother here tells me that thou art of the maidens of
Correct.
Medirna. Thou art dressed
Yeah.
strangely.
Everywhere. An awful lot of time has passed. Things change.
But I saw some of the maidens but a mere fortnight ago.
An awful lot has happened in the outside world.
Ah, he said that you spoke of strangeness and other worlds. Art thou a magician then, one of the magi? Dost thou travel
I,
between the planes?
I have some power. Yes.
Interesting. And why hast thou come here to the top layer of our city?
So up until recently, this the city was buried, and it is now not. And we've come to see what is still here.
City is not buried. The clouds are still above us.
There was also an awful lot of sand around you.
Look. And he goes to the bottom of this and he looks up and he says, I can see the sky.
Yes.
He, just to be clear, he cannot. All he can see is the top level of the pyramid.
Oh boy.
What am I getting from detect magic off of this person? Because I would be just keeping
that's
that
right.
running
Of course, you were
permanently.
keeping that running. Thank you for reminding me. There is some magic that is emanating from his circlet.
Mm-hmm.
It is of the school. Oh, interesting. Evocation.
Okay. I mean, I guess if it's lightning-based magic, but do I get a sense that he's like? Well, do I get a sense that he's mad because me is outside? Yes, but Lunara, not sure.
You can give me an insight check if you like.
Okay, roll that normally. Here we go. Oh boy.
Okay. So I mean, he's certainly speaking very, very strangely. He's certainly, none of them seem to understand the concept of any kind of life outside of the pyramid. Nor do they seem to understand, from what you can tell, that the pyramid is less than the whole world.
Sure. I mean, we could literally
does
blow
that-
his mind by bringing him upstairs.
Well, and that's the thing.
That
Does
does
that make
make sense, yeah.
him mad or does that make him uneducated? You're
Yeah.
not certain.
Indeed.
But there's definitely something going on here.
Allow me to, if you would permit me, can I show you what I mean by the outside world?
You wish me to go down below with you?
I would like you to come up with me, and I can show you exactly what I mean.
I shall follow.
Okay. I'm gonna lead him up this one.
Okay.
I'll leave Quoth down here with the group.
Rest of the group, are you coming with Lunara or are you staying down below?
Maybe like someone to come up with me just in case, but it will probably be best if all of us don't go, because that's going to be suspicious as fuck if 4 of us go up with him.
I'll go.
Okay.
I was actually just gonna ask, does Adriel have like thaumaturgy or something so he can make like sparks?
I mean, prestidigitation.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm waiting for some. Yeah, I'm waiting for any kind of
Yeah.
sign.
Okay, we're on the same page then.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, basically, I want to just lead him up to here. Yep, and then out to the
Okay.
to the thing.
What I would like you guys to do is, can I please have Lunara and Adriel go into secrets?
Okay.
Okay.
And the rest of you are going to stay here. I have split the party
In
in
a bit.
terms of where you are. So you guys, I'll be with you guys in just
splitting
a
the
second.
party.
Woo!
I'm a little terrified of how he's going to react to this.
I got it covered.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh wait, so the secrets wasn't for us; it was for the other group.
Oh, I guess so. It's a weird definition of secrets. Oh boy.
We come back and the group is gone.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Now I'm getting worried.
Yeah. Same.
Oh boy.
I feel like that was the correct move to just like take him with two of us rather than taking the whole group, because we've literally just met this man and his people are going to go, hey, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I do not know what I'm doing right now, and that is the best way of playing D&D.
You're doing great. I'm just waiting for my moment to shine. I don't know. We'll do some lightning sparks or something, and seems like these guys worship.
Oh yeah, of course. I understand what the reference was now. Yeah, that Gorm with the lightning and
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God, what is going on down there? This is making me nervous.
Mm. There we go. Hello.
Hello. So you barely get up the top of the ladder, and Quoth
Mhm.
comes flying up. And
Mhm.
now I'm gonna have to do his accent. Hurry back down here, love, so that they don't think that we've absconded with their leader. He said.
Yes, well, of course he sent that message, didn't he? Of course, we'll hurry. Send Quoth back down again. You
Okay.
didn't need to come up to tell me that either. Communicate over 100 meters.
Awesome. So Quilt will fly back down and
Yeah.
tell that to him in a
Sure.
moment. You, as Quilt flies back down, you hear the sounds of like male laughter coming from below.
Okay.
And yeah, so the leader is up here with you, and Canadius says, I have never been to the sky before.
There is so much more. There's so much more to see. Please come with us.
I follow.
Okay, I open the door. The door is still open, so I just lead him out this way.
Oh, I did not realize there was another room in the sky.
This is a very big room. Come out and see.
He starts to like squint like his eyes like at the brightness of the sunlight, and he says, What sorcery is this? Is this a trick of the maidens? Why would thou do something so painful to my eyes?
No trick. I apologize for the brightness.
Thou hast blinded me! Villain!
I-
And he draws
I
his
said-
sword, his great sword.
And that's when I spark up with lightning and I say, "Halt, follower of Gorm."
Ah! Brother! And he immediately puts his great sword away. Thou did not say that thou was one of us. Thou art dressed very strangely. Where is thine mask?
I am not just one of you. And that, like, my eyes start to spark. I am Gorm.
I was wondering if you have to go there.
If there's going to be a deception check on this, Lunara is going to like drop to her knees, like play completely along to try and give you some level of advantage, like as if she's just witnessed a deity herself.
As I do my elemental air that briefly surrounds me and lifts me off the ground.
Oh, good lord. Give me a deception check with advantage.
Okay. Where is deception? Okay. Oops. Oh God.
Oh no! Oh
My
no!
goodness.
Oh no! Oh, why did that? Oh.
He walks up to you, right up to you, and he says, "Deceiver!" And I need you to make me a oh, hang on, it doesn't tell me what kind of save it is. I believe it's a wisdom save, but let me just check.
Great. Oh boy.
Oh, that had so much promise.
Intelligence? Oh no, it's a wisdom saving throw. It is a wisdom saving throw. Okay, make me a wisdom saving throw. Nice. Okay. You feel Canadius starts to like. You feel like this push in your mind, like he's trying to get into your brain
Mm-hmm.
and root around in there. And you're able to sort of like push him out from like the innermost parts of your brain, but he's still floating around there on the surface.
Okay.
And he says, "Well, thou art not completely weak.
So
Do not test me."
So yeah, I say you dare into the mind of a god. I'll show you, and I'll show him the visions of when the lightning hit the ground and it formed the glass name.
Oh,
of
cool.
Gorm.
hmm
Because I'm assuming he's what I know the spell you're talking about. I just can't think of the
Yeah.
name of it. Yeah, he
Yeah.
can see my surface thoughts.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He is going to. Is he going to react to that? He says, "I do not believe that thou art Gorm, but I do believe you are one of his chosen. I shall call you brother."
And I just nod my head in agreement.
What of the... I almost called you a very naughty word. What of the woman?
She is a friend.
You trust her?
I look over at her. And I
Lara looks back at you with a yes
and I say,
expression.
I do, and so should you.
Very well, as the chosen of Gorm, I shall heed your words. Speak on, woman. What more dost thou have to say, other than trying to blind mine eyes?
There was no attempt to blind. I trying to think what I could do to help him see it. Like your eyes will adapt to the brightness if you just wait a moment or three. please, you need to see what's out here.
Okay. So
She's-
he's been standing sort of in the brighter part of the hallway for a little bit. So I'm going to say that
Mhm.
his eyes are starting to adjust at this point. He follows you to the outside,
Hmm.
and he peers out the door.
Please, I know what you mean about the awful brightness of this place. Someone coming from someone born of the Shadowfell, she seriously knows what you mean.
Yeah. He sort of squints his eyes. He still finds it very bright, and sort of looks around, and he like stumbles backwards into the pyramid, and he says, "There is no sky. There is no sky. It goes on forever."
There is a sky. The sky is above that which you think of as the sky.
There is no sky. There is no sky. This must be some strange illusion. Why hast thou brought me to such a strange place?
No illusion. This is the world you live in.
I know this is my world. Why would thou bring me outside of it?
Because your world is now connected to the outside. Up until recently, this was all covered in sand.
We are connected to another plane?
You are the inner world.
You are part of you are part of another plane, not
That-
connected.
And that is the outer world, for which where we come.
I shall need time to think upon this. Thy words, I understand them as individuals, but when placed together in such strange sentences, it does not make sense in my head.
I can understand that.
Let us return back to the world.
Sure.
And he heads right back for the ladder.
Okay.
And let's all just head on back to. I'll join you guys up with the group, and we will
Okay.
go back to the general channel.
Okay.
I doubt they're going to. Oh, okay, they're back.
Yes. So it's not. So just after all the laughter happens, Way and Willem, Quoth flies back down and says, "What says in Lunara's voice? Don't worry, we won't be long." I think that's what you said, right, Lunara?
Yep. Also,
we-
he said, "Don't worry, we won't be long." Also, you realize you don't need to send Quoth up to give me a message.
Right,
it
right.
works in 160 feet.
Right, duly noted.
Yep, yep.
Duly noted.
And
Take in my
you guys
journal, write that down.
continue to have a little bit more interactions as we have discussed, and then the three people come back down. Candace is climbing pretty fast down the ladder.
Oh no.
And he seems a little. You can see that he's sort of rubbing his eyes. He's squinting a lot, and he sort of says, once everyone's down, he says, "Thou hast given me much to think on. I will need some time to process what you have described."
Of course. We will continue to have a look around. Don't let us bother you.
Very well. In the meantime, I grant you permission to enter into our lands, as long as thou hast an escort.
I assume he's referring to Adriel with this regard.
He's referring to all of you. But he then turns to Adriel and says, "Should thou wish to join us properly, you are most welcome, brother. Hast thou already undergone the ritual?"
Again, can I history to see if I know what that means?
You can, absolutely.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for this.
Okay. Sure.
One is yes. Two is, I'll say. Wait, did it go through? Oh, I say I have.
I am most pleased. And he sort of he pulls aside his. I don't know how he would show. He holds his hand to his just above his heart, and he says, "I got my mark as a young lad."
Does he show like an actual mark on him? Oh,
he
but
he
he
does
has.
he can't because he's wearing plate
Yeah,
armor.
he's
I
wearing
was gonna
plate
have him
armor.
like pull aside his clothing, but he can't do that. So he just holds his hand sort of like above his heart, like kind of like on his upper like
Yeah. So
shoulder-ish area, I guess.
I do. I put my hand where he puts his hand on myself, and I just nod.
He turns to the others and says, "Though he wears not a mask, he is a." And this is in Syncadian, so Lunara, you can understand it, and I
Yep.
assume quotes translates. Though he wears not a mask, he is one of us. He is a brother. And the group of Syncadians they'd sort of been sort of standing around Way and Willem. There seemed to be some circling happened, but they all turn towards Adriel, and when he is announced as a brother, they all draw their swords and raise them to the sky and go hoo-ah!
You've made them mad. Have you made them mad?
And then they put their swords away. And I think with that, they are going to. He says, "We shall leave you, brother. You have open access to this floor, and we will remain in our chambers. Should you require anything, you are welcome to join us." And he and the others take off. And I guess I'll close the door behind them.
Can I history to see what I know about the ritual he's referring to?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, you asked that earlier. And I would say
Yeah,
yes,
no
I
problem.
did
I didn't
let
want
you
to.
know.
I didn't want to interrupt the flow there. So, am I doing that normally or at advantage or? your
That
choice?
would be yeah. Give me advantage. You've got Syncadian knowledge.
History. 23.
Nice. So you've never heard of any specific holiday ritual that has to do with the Brotherhood of Gorm. There were a lot of rituals, but obviously things have changed a lot in 1,000 years. You can surmise based on what you know of the Brotherhood and what you have seen here. Lightning is probably involved, and probably some kind of tattoo based on kind of him talking about the mark. And you know that Syncadians have always been very ritualistic in nature. So it would probably involve the whole group getting together. It would probably involve, a ritual set of words. There would probably be ritual clothing that they wore. Certainly the masks, and just think like cult without it being like a cult. Although it's probably a cult.
It's probably a cult. Yeah. Okay. Cult. Well, that was a whole interesting term of events. I think I may have caused him to have an existential crisis, which, I mean, is not the first person I've caused that on, but it's usually when I tell them too much. And this time it was showing too much.
I'm curious how they survived down here so long.
Would be interesting to know how they get their food and everything. I guess we can look into that later on if you're that interested. Shall we carry on in the opposite direction?
Yes.
Something tells me there's going to be 2 more cults.
I imagine so, yeah. One of women and one of children? Or one of women and one of some other thing much more sinister.
Halflings, maybe?
Maybe halflings. Actually, that does make sense. That does make sense. Curious. Okay, yeah. Do we want to I don't go to this top one, or...
Sure.
Also, there we go. Change of color. That's much more Lunara now. Yeah. Okay.
I love that I don't have to open doors anymore. You guys can just do it yourselves. It's so awesome.
Do you want to have a look and see if it's safe to do so, or shall we just go that way?
I will check the door.
Okay, go ahead. Roll me an investigation, please.
Also, Lunara kind of nods an acknowledgement to Adriel as kind of a silent thank you, because she was very worried about how he was going to cope with the as soon as he became blind up there.
Yeah, I nod back. It's a little secret.
Yeah, so Willem, a really good role, obviously. Um, you look at the door and it is completely untrapped. It is openable and it doesn't. It looks like it has been. It looks like it's been opened in recent memory, but you don't get the idea that it's used a lot.
Okay, I will open it up.
Okay. So you're looking on into another hallway. It stretches on for, maybe 40 feet or so, and then before taking a turn up to the north. The walls here are, I don't think we talked too much about this. You're starting to get more into what one would expect of a pyramid. The walls are finished here instead of just being sort of that unworked stone that's in the top layer. And you can see that they were painted. The painting is very, very faint, but there is sort of paintings on the walls. And the floor, while cracked, obviously the pyramid has shifted over the years, and the floor has cracked. These stones were once like a really nice flooring stone. It's not just like stuff slapped down. It was actually quite beautifully constructed. So when you're looking down this hallway, you're seeing some of these remnants of what would have been a very grand structure, but has obviously fallen into many, many years of just disuse, disrepair.
Okay. I will motion for the others to follow. I will walk in and just taking a look to see if there's any odd holes in the walls that a crossbow bolt might fire through.
Cool. Okay, go ahead, give me another investigation. I sense a lot of these in your future. Okay. Nothing here. You don't see any pressure plates. You don't see any odd holes in the walls. It looks fairly safe to you.
All right, I will move up, and I do have my lantern lit.
I prepare a lightning spark. Just gonna hold it in my hand.
Okay, sounds good.
With your permission, I'd like have Quoth like land on your shoulder and just kind of go with you. That's all right.
Now, do you say that through Quoth?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I just kind of hold my arm out or my shoulder out.
Yeah, sure. Quoth lands.
When Quoth lands on your shoulder, Willem, Quoth all of a sudden starts like just tapping you on the shoulder with his beak.
Oh. Do you see something?
Quoth turns and looks at the wall right where Adriel is standing.
Great.
Oops, forgot to move. Sorry.
That's all right.
Do I know? So I noticed this too, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
would see Quoth.
So I back up.
I thought you were gonna be like, I investigate. No. You're like, I step as far back as possible.
What does he see?
So when you guys look at it carefully, you can actually see that there's some very faint cracks in the wall here, and when your eye first hit them, it looked as though it was just cracks in the plaster, but they're really straight, and you realize that it's a door.
Intriguing. So it was here, right?
That's correct. Yes.
All right.
Before
Oh boy.
before he opens that I'm just gonna look around the corner and see if there's anything coming down the hall or if it's empty.
Very smart. You peer around the corner and you see what you see.
Okay. It's clear.
Willem, you give the door like a push, and nothing happens.
I will pull out my crowbar.
Okay. And you're just gonna sort of like insert it and give it a
Give it
Give it
a
a yank.
wedge.
Okay. You know what? I'm not going to make you roll for that. I think that that's a reasonable way to open the door. Unfortunately, when I put in the dynamic lighting, I forgot to add the secret door to this room. So, how can I do this? Is that just... I'm just going to ask you guys to bear with me for a second. I'm just going to
Yeah,
fix
sure.
this. I'm just going to throw you on the splash page.
Yeah.
Because I can get rid of just, fortunately, this is just a little tiny area. I can just, haha. And okay. Right back. You've opened the door. Nope. And the door on the other side that is the secret door isn't blocking the light properly. That should work now. Okay, so when you open this door,
Shot in the face by a crossbow.
no,
Yeah.
worse.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Bunch of sturges fly down from the ceiling. Everybody roll a knit.
Whoops. Oh, God.
oh, good.
Can I shoot my held lightning spark?
Oh yeah, you've had that held, haven't you? You
Yeah.
may.
Hey. And I miss.
Oh, no.
Willem's in the way.
Yeah, Willem's in the way. Blame Willem.
Why do I feel like that's going to become a catchphrase?
Willem.
Alrighty, so this Sturge is gonna fly. Oh, nope, not all the Sturges, just the one. Here we go. This Sturge is gonna fly down here and is going to attack Willem. And it is going to do so by trying to attach to you. 14 to hit. Is that a hit?
No.
Okay, so it comes down and it like, you guys all know what Sturges are, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the blood-sucking...
They're the blood, so they're giant mosquito birds. And so it comes down, it tries to attach its proboscis to you, and it is unsuccessful. You bat it aside, and it sort of flies off and up, but still harassing you. That's what they look like.
Boy.
And that'll end his turn. The next one... Oops, now I'm moving the door. Control Z.
The door's a mimic.
The door's a bit... he's gonna go over here, and up here, and attack Lunara!
Wow, rude.
13 to hit.
Is not. Hang on, what is my AC? It might
AC
actually
looks
hit me.
like 13 to me.
I think it does hit me, unfortunately. So rude.
Okay, so you are going to take 7 piercing.
Oof.
Oh my god.
And I'm just gonna set that up for the blood loss.
Being
okay.
low level is terrifying.
It really
Yeah.
is. Don't worry, you guys will be leveling up again soon. This next Sturge is gonna come over here. And this one's coming for Way.
Uh-oh.
12.
Miss.
This Sturge is gonna come in here. And maybe over here. I'll open up for a little bit more room here. Adriel.
Does Willem get an opportunity?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Willem, you get an opportunity attack.
Would have potentially got. Oh no, it hasn't left my.
No,
Didn't
hasn't
left his
left.
space, did it? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. So I will pull my short sword. 19.
19's a hit. Go ahead, roll me damage.
7 piercing
Ah.
damage.
The Sturge falls dead at your feet.
Nice.
Thank you, Willem.
Just like right there.
Yeah, kind of busy.
Lunara.
Okay. So this thing
So-
is attached itself to me.
It has its proboscis in your arm and is like sucking blood.
Lovely. Okay.
So you can choose to disattach it using an
Remove it,
action.
yeah.
There's no save required for that. Or you can attack and take the blood loss on your next turn. Or on the Sturge's next turn.
Assuming it's
Assuming
still
it's still
alive. I
alive.
assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just use chain
Hmm.
lightning. It's fine.
Yeah, sure. Because I'm a sorcerer. I totally have chain lightning at a high enough level to have that. Sure. So this one would end up with an attack opportunity if I move, wouldn't it?
Yes. Unless you used your action to disengage.
I don't really want to do that because I've got things to do. Okay, I am going to use my bonus action to use Raven Queen's Blessing to
Okay.
basically teleport myself back 5 feet, and obviously it can come with me. I assume it can come with me. Maybe it can't actually.
You know what? I'm
Misty
gonna
stepping.
call that because like with a Misty Step, you would be moved away. It's a teleport.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that disengages you. That disentangles you from the creature.
Okay, happy to do that. And then I am going to Arms of Hadar.
Cool.
It may be like cracking a walnut with a sledgehammer, but let's fucking go. Arms of Hadar at first level. Let's give me the description, please. So they need to make me a strength saving throw.
Okay, and that's both of them, right?
Yeah, it's everything within 10 feet. Hence why I moved back,
Awesome.
'cause otherwise my friends
Okay,
would have a bad
buddies.
day.
All right, group check. World type normal. Strength. And your DC is 13. That's correct.
Yep.
And the damage is 6. And is it
6, yep.
half on a save or is it not on
Yes.
a save?
Yeah, half on a save. Yeah, it's a leveled spell.
Okay. Oh! Hang on. This isn't set up properly. Let me try that again.
Ah. Sure.
Group check. Normal. Strength. 13. 6. Half. Go.
Yay. So they're both going to take 6 necrotic damage.
How do they die?
Like 2 like tendrils of like darkness, like swirling smoke, just come and just clap them together into each other.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, these things, they hurt when they hit, but they are pretty. They don't seem to be able to take any of the hits themselves. They're kind of like mosquitoes in more ways than
Sure.
one. And
Yeah.
you just slap them down and they fall to the ground.
Cool. And then I'm gonna step back further, just to put myself further out of harm's way, and that
Okay.
is my turn. So
Well
let's
done.
end that. Oh, I'm glad to get to use that. That did not. I clicked end turn and nothing happened. Oh, it
there we
did
go.
happen. Okay, cool. Just took its time.
Okay, Adriel, you are up.
All right, I'll just shoot a lightning spark at the one in front of Willem.
Cool. Okay.
19.
Yeah, that's certainly a hit.
Nice.
Did I roll that right?
Jeez.
Oh, nice. 10 damage.
Yep. 10 damage. How does it die?
It just gets fried in the air with lightning and falls to the ground.
Awesome. So it lies there twitching for a second. Any movement, Adriel, or any bonus actions?
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna come around the corner.
Okay, wise choice.
Mm.
So they can't see me. Oh, and then I'll end my turn.
Okay. Sturge. It's gonna come up here. And Willem, it's coming for you.
Yeah, I know. I'm irresistible.
He goes to attack you, and instead misses and flies into the wall. Wait, you are up.
Seeing as how I'm pretty much the only frontliner in this entire group, I'll move up. And let's see if I can grab that Sturge out of the air and crush it with my bare hands. With an
Awesome.
unarmed strike with an 8. Nope.
Oh no, he's too busy hitting the wall, and so you go where you think he's gonna go, but he smacks into the wall instead.
Bonus action. One more time. Come here.
Okay. Hey, there you go. You catch the tricky little bugger. How do you kill it?
5. Yeah, I mean, I do exactly that. Catch it out of the air with my lead hand, which is my left, and I just squish.
Awesome. Squash it like a bug.
Yeah. Right, in hindsight, that was not a good idea. As I'm gonna wipe it on the wall, wipe
Awesome.
all the nasty, whatever it's filled with.
Guts. Actually,
Yep.
no, I think it's gonna stay here. No, it's gonna go over there. I think you're gonna get an opportunity to attack away
I will.
as this
Oh.
one comes out of the room. Yeah.
I kind of want to kick it out of the air like a soccer,
Awesome.
like a soccer ball, but
Oh, yeah, you do.
Oh yeah.
I want to catch it out of the air again with my other hand, with my right hand.
Okay.
Willem's gonna duck.
Awesome.
See this veiny, muscular forearm just shoot past your eyesight, your eye level. Oh, really bad idea. Ah.
16 to hit you this time, Willem.
Yeah, that hits.
4 piercing,
Oh, that's not too bad.
and it is attached to you. And it is now your turn. Oh, is yours still a circle? I thought I'd fix that on everybody's.
I think the circle actually looks pretty good because it kind of goes underneath the four like cross
corners?
points.
I
Yeah.
just like it because you can
Right.
see it a little bit clearer when it's the bigger one, and when we have lots of
Fair.
enemies, I think it's gonna be more important.
It's probably gonna be better. Yeah.
So
I
I'll
don't think
just
I can see Way's health aura.
He's perfectly healthy right now. It only
Oh,
shows
that's
up
why,
if you
okay,
have
fair
any
enough.
damage. Yeah,
Fair enough. Sorry, Willem.
that's alright. What you doing?
So yeah, I'm just gonna use my short sword and just try to like cut its face off.
Okay.
That's not gonna work.
You try, but it's awkward because you're sort of like attacking yourself. Like it's so attached to you that like your short sword's just that little bit too long.
Enclosed space, just
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else? You still got a bonus action and some movement.
Now, if I disengage, would that get it
Disengaging
off
takes
of
your
me?
action, and you've already. Oh,
Well,
Dash
no, but
disengage
I've
your rogue. You have your bonus action. It would not get it off of you, but it would. Yeah, it wouldn't do anything at this point. You're essentially
So-
grappled by it.
okay. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Hit the enter button there, and this Sturge is gonna come up back here, and is gonna try and latch onto Way. Oh,
That's gonna work.
5 points of piercing damage,
Ow.
and Nara
Okay.
is up.
Target priority. I'm gonna go for this one because it's probably easier for me to get to, and Adriel can go for the other one.
Okay.
So step forward, and then I'm going to try and Eldritch Blast that one.
Awesome.
So let's start blasting. That's an 18.
That's a hit.
And then let's have some damage. That is 8 points of force damage.
Awesome. You like it's attached to Willem, and you just like blow its head off, and it just goes flying. Willem, there's a lot of power that goes just right past you, but doesn't hit you.
Yay. So then I'm going to step back into this corner, and that will be my turn.
Okay. Awesome.
I'll come around here. I will shoot the one that is attached to Way.
Okay.
And I just say, hold very still.
Don't miss. Don't miss.
Shoot lightning spark 19.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Aw, for only 2 lightning damage.
Oh,
It's enough. It's enough. How do you
Oh,
kill it?
perfect. Yeah, it just misses Way's head and it shocks the little thing right off of him.
Awesome. Well done, guys. That takes us out of combat.
I probably should have tried to listen for stuff.
oh well. We live and learn. Emphasis on us living.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
I feel my face. My eyebrows still intact.
No longer quite as on fleek, I'm afraid. I think that's what they call it.
Okay, so there's a couple of things that you can see when you look into this room. The first thing that I assume catches Willem's eye, if no one else's, is
Brazier.
there's like a little glitter that's coming from about here. The other things that you can see is there is a small hole in the sort of at the top of the wall, kind of over here. It's very small, but that's probably how the Sturges are getting in and out of the pyramid. And then the last thing that you see is that there is a door on this this side of the room. Presumably, it looks a lot like the door that you just opened, so presumably it's a secret door. But being on the inside of the room, you can actually see it. You can assume that it's hidden on the other side.
Okay. I will check for traps.
What are you checking? Like, are you checking the floor, the walls, the ceiling?
The floor, for like tripwire or pressure plates.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an investigation, please. Okay. You have a look and you don't see all the floor tiles seem to be fine. Some of them are a little bit broken and like out of place, but there's nothing that really gives you like pressure plate vibes. And you certainly don't see any tripwires across the door or across the flooring.
Okay, I will check out that glittery stuff.
Okay. So you move inside the room and you have a look, and it seems as though there are a couple of gems that have fallen in between the cracks of the stones that make up the flooring here. And when you pull them out, you find a ruby that looks to be worth about 50 GP. I'll type this into chat. And a sapphire that looks to be worth about 40 GP. Oops, that should be 50, not 5.
I'll put those on the party loot.
Yeah, I would hand them over to whoever's got the biggest backpack, I guess.
Awesome. Okay, biggest backpack gets the gems.
But
So,
just generally let everyone know what I found.
sure.
I'll go and what's the word I'm looking for? Perception check the hidden door to see if I can hear anything on the other side.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Roll me that perception.
Oh,
You put your ear to the wall, and you could just sort of hear this faint, like. And at first, you think it's something, and then you realize it's just your ear pressing really hard to the wall, and you can kind of like hear the blood running in your ears.
I can hear the sea.
Yeah. But you don't hear anything on the other side of the door there, Adriel.
Okay. Should we open it?
Worth a look, yeah.
All right.
Can I see if? Oh, never mind. Okay.
Adriel's like, okay.
He said, I know, as he said, with the check, I just open it.
I put myself in danger there. That was fun.
You step into another hallway, Adriel. You see a door to your east. And how do you like the by the way, the exploring dynamic lighting where you can kind of see places that you've been already, even though you're
Yeah.
not there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
that kind of reflects on memory, sort of thing.
right? And I think it
Yeah.
helps orient a little bit, especially on this kind of map
Yeah.
where you're just in a really small space.
Yeah, especially if we come back between sessions and we can kind of remember, okay, we have been there, we have seen this.
Exactly, yeah. So, and the nice thing is this map, sometimes this doesn't work with black and white maps, but because this one has color in it, you can actually differentiate between what you can see and what you can't. So, Adriel, you see a door and you realize that the door is probably connected to the room that you were just in with the fire beetles
Okay.
and the ladders. The hallway does sort of extend around a corner and seems to go down south.
So we have two directions. We can go north or south.
Mm.
Should we continue on our original?
Yeah, let's
Door.
carry on our original path.
Alright.
Yeah. Do we want to close this door just in case,
Yeah.
just to make sure nothing can sneak in on us?
This is the other thing I love about these maps. You guys have to close the doors, so I know what you're leaving open and leaving closed. So
Yeah, that is cool.
glad they did it. Okay, so you guys, you know, with more of a cursory glance around this room, there's not much more to see in here. It's pretty empty. You're not sure what it was used for, why there would be secret doors, but based on the fact that there were gems in there, perhaps it was a treasure room of some sort. Although
storage
that
room,
all
yeah.
seems to be long gone except for the gems.
Right. Who wishes to lead the way?
The lighting's a little bit bugged.
Bugged?
Yeah. The dynamic lighting, anyways. That's just,
Oh, bugged. Okay, as in having
Yeah.
issues.
What are you seeing?
So just before I refreshed, when I was standing in front of the doorway, I could only see sort of like inside the room, and then I'll give it a quick draw, and like this. That's it.
Do you have night vision?
No.
Oh,
Oh, right, 'cause
Yeah.
it was a night vision.
what it was is Willem has a light source on, so you can only
okay.
see
What
what
that was
is being
illuminating, yeah.
illuminated by his light source, and so when he was in the room, you couldn't see outside of it. That's why, because it is dark in here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Should
but
I
I
played an
forgot.
elf?
Working as intended, just stay next to Willem.
Would you like your own light source? I say to you, Way.
I'm fine, mates. I'm fine being blind inside the tunnels. It's all right.
Tunnels.
You bring the health potions, I bring the light.
Yep.
Growth is going to land on Willem's shoulder again, if he's okay with that.
Oh yeah.
Seem to work pretty well together.
Just don't suddenly sneak up on me.
No problem.
Actually, I'll light my own torch, just in case.
All right, so I'll go here. Ooh, another door. And I will check for traps.
Okay. Investigation. The door
Oh.
seems to be untrapped.
Is it locked?
It does not seem to be locked.
Okay, I will open it.
Okay. When you look inside, what do you? First of all, when you open the door, the stench hits you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. This room contains rotting bales of what might be cloth and dusty crates. The room smells like it has been closed off for a long time. You can see that there are stains around the bottom of some of the crates, as though whatever was in them has rotted and leached out onto the paving stones.
Don't go in there. Actually, and then I'll go back and close the door.
I get the impression we're probably going to have to go back in there at some point.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep the smell away.
Yep, fair.
All right, and then I'm going to hold my breath, go back in,
All right.
and
your breath.
just take a quick look.
Yeah, so you go in, you take a quick look. You see that there are crates and barrels that line all the walls of this room. The stench is pretty bad. A lot of it seems very old, like the stains of the stuff that has leaked out is actually like dried and sticky on the floor. Your feet kind of like squelch a little bit in something as you walk through that door. And because something's leaked out of this crate here. It smells terrible, although you're holding your breath, but you know you could feel it like seeping into your clothing. Yeah, lots and lots of crates, barrels.
Yeah, if someone else wants to check that out, that's fine. I'm out.
I'll
I
open
think
one.
I think we can leave this one till later.
I just opened the first crate to see what was inside and what's.
Sure.
looking
This
at.
one here?
Yeah.
Or this one? Or that one there? Okay.
Yeah.
You pry off the lid. It practically falls apart in your hands, Adriel. This crate is really old. When you pry off the lid and sort of like, it's less prying off the lid and more like sort of prying up each individual piece, and it just sort of like crumbles. There is it looks like maybe it was like food at some point of some kind. You can't even identify what it was. Some kind of organic matter that has just rotted to the point of black sludge.
All right. Doing a quick glance around, I don't notice anything else.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
18.
There's nothing that catches your eye here in terms of glittering or anything like that. It mostly seems to be food storage, although you do notice one crate right at the very back here that does not have that puddle around it.
All right. So I just say, wait, give me one moment. And I walk over to it.
Oh, Matt, you're going in there.
You walk over. The smell is horrendous, Adriel. Can you please make me a constitution?
Oh, God.
Yeah, Willem's dry heaving.
Oh my god.
Okay, you puke on your way over. Yeah, like you're trying to hold it in, but then you just can't. But you do get to the crate at the back. You pull it up. Again, there's no strength check necessary. This crate is old and it's sort of falling apart. And inside you see some old short swords they were probably once packed in hay, although the hay is now rotting
Mhm.
or has rotted away. So they're kind of stacked on top of each other, and they're kind of like sticky and gooey with whatever was packing them. But there's 6 of them in there.
Are they in good condition or
They're
just
gross, but
normal?
they seem to
Okay.
be in good condition. There's they don't really seem to be rusted or anything like that. It looks as though they were made with good steel, and they're made in the Cincadian style. These are obviously very old, and they might sell as antiques in a market, or they seem to be serviceable if you would choose to use them.
I can't really use one, but I still want to grab one.
Okay.
And I say, hey,
I feel like
there's
grabbing a couple.
okay. I'll grab
Lenore's like, "Get me one too."
I'll go in and help him out as I hold my breath again.
So how many are there?
There's 6 in total.
All right, so we just take them and I hand them out. Like, does anyone want
I
a
think
short sword?
Lenara just like uses Mage Hand to like pass some back from you to out here, and then as soon as you're out, closes the door like
Yeah.
immediately.
Awesome. Yeah, so you've got 6 short swords. Like I said, they are serviceable if you choose to use them. They are in good condition, and you could probably get a decent price selling them at an antique market.
Okay.
Cincadian artifacts are fairly rare, and so having a Cincadian sword to sell, you could probably get a little bit more money out of them than you would normally get for a short sword.
So I'll take 2
if you sold it to a dealer.
and I'll give the rest to others.
Okay,
we can all
I
I'll
do
take,
not want any.
Okay.
I'll take 1, I guess. So
I'll
2 to
take the
Adriel.
other 3.
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Okay. So you can mark those off, and those short swords sold to a dealer would be worth 50 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Or 50 gold pieces each to do that. Okay.
And this is probably a good time for us to take our break.
Yay.
So let's take 10 here. I'll put you guys back on the splash for
Okay.
now.
Way's gonna
And,
he's gonna take a bit of a swig from his little flask. Hopefully
Awesome. Yeah, trying to-
hopefully the taste of
in the Sioux, we've got the indoor skating rink that everyone just calls the arena, and then there's the oval. And in the wintertime, it's like just this big field, and they flood it into an oval shape, and they put boards up around it, and it's used for like speed skating, but then also it's just open to the public like on an evening, and so like, and it's free because it's just like this outdoor rink, so everyone would just go and like throw on your skates and go skating around it. It was always, I have a lot of very fond childhood memories of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And we used to flood the school field, and we would our gym class would be skating, and it was always the grade 8's jobs to like flood the rink, like, so like once a week you'd have to go out there dragging this giant fire hose with you and flood it.
Also, hi, I have returned.
Hey, you're back. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will. I brought you back over to this, so I'll move you back over here. I don't know why I brought you guys to Splash. It's not like you guys are the kind that'll run through the dungeon cheating. I did have a group that did that.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was just one player.
Mm.
But he used to take advantage of the dynamic lighting, because you know how you can like move your character around
Yeah.
and no one sees it until you drop your character?
Yeah.
He would
Yeah.
take his character and move it through the whole dungeon, looking out for like monsters and whatever he could see.
Oh, what a
Oh,
I
wow, what a
know.
jerk. Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Like, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna do that. I'm not changing. Like, because you can change it to like it only updates the lighting on drop, which
Yeah.
is what I ended up doing with him. But the reason I caught him was he got stuck in a wall like halfway through the map.
That's great.
So in a room that
Amazing.
was full of monsters.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Your token dropped down there.
Yeah, that's where you
That's where
teleported
you
to.
are, and that's where the rest of the party is. You wandered
Mm.
off alone. Here we go. And so it took
Yeah.
the party like, I don't know, 5 rounds to get to him. Maybe longer. He was yeah. I
Oh
don't know
no,
he learned
if
his
it isn't the
lesson, but-
consequences of my own actions.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? He was a good sport about it. So okay, anyway, sorry. Completely sidetracked. So yes, you guys are standing next to the smelly room. You have closed the door, which has helped. Adriel and Willem are both very pale. They almost look the same colors as Incadians, although not quite that bad.
Adriel, please tell me you have something like Gust can like push that smell back in there and keep it there.
Yeah, I could do prestidigitation.
There you
Yeah,
go.
if you could
That's
clean
better
up
than
these
nothing.
swords, because I imagine the smell has stuck
I
to
could
the
do a
sword.
puff of wind or an odd odor.
We've already got that
Yeah,
one.
so I'll do a puff of wind and I kind of push it back.
Okay, yeah. You do your little
Before-
puff of wind, and
yeah.
it pushes the air sort of back under the door and seems to alleviate the smell somewhat. Your swords are still kind of covered with some of that goopy, gicky stuff, but your prestidigitation will clean that if you choose to, Adriel.
Yeah, I'll clean them up too.
Okay,
thank you.
awesome.
Lightning
Yeah,
kinda
that
just-
helps.
Goes up and down the swords and cleans them off.
Cool. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, thank you. Lunara's not like she's gonna put the sword just in her backpack. She's not actually gonna like wield it because I double checked and I do not have proficiency in them.
Yeah, I
so-
don't either.
Okay.
So I just wanted one.
Well, they're worth
Or two.
a decent amount of
Yeah.
coins. So,
Yeah.
okay. So,
Also, why am I not? Oh, because studded leather armor. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Just noticed I had armor on my list and I wasn't wearing it. I was like, what the fuck? What am I? Oh, wait, I'm wearing better armor. Never mind. Okay. Shall we continue as far away from the smelly room as possible?
Mm-hmm.
Onwards.
Actually, Lunara's going to be at the back. Quoth.
I love the party shuffle of, oh dear, I'm too far ahead.
Mm. Oh wait, I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Mm. Ah, I'm in danger.
All right.
I'll just look
All right,
around the
well,
corner, make sure no one's there. I quickly
Okay.
peek.
So, stay there for a second, Adriel.
Oh no.
Willem, you take- No, it's not a bad thing. Willem, you look at the door here. You don't see any signs of any traps. and the door seems to be unlocked.
Okay.
Adriel, when you look at the end of this hallway, you see three pottery jars that
Mhm.
are about 4 feet tall.
All right, I'll wait on that. I'll just tell them
Okay.
there's pottery jars at the end of this hall. Let's see what's in the store. The one in front of Willem.
All right. I will open the door.
Okay. You open the door. Inside, you see this room seems drier than the rest of the pyramid. In the center of the room are half a dozen small crates. Seated on the crates are new. Oh no, sorry, ignore that. Next to the crates is a skeleton that is sat leaning sort of back against the crates. It is wearing the remnants of some tattered armor.
All right. Okay. I'm looking at Willem, like, and I look at the body, look at Willem, like, are you or me?
As you say that, Adriel, you find that like your mouth has gone really kind of cottony.
Uh-oh.
Once you guys, Willem, you're the same. Just stepping inside this room, like you just feel it. You just feel dry, and you reach for your flask to take a sip, and you see that half your water is gone. Adriel and Willem, can you guys please make me Constitution saving throws?
Oh shit.
Why do I do this to myself?
I'm guessing I'm seeing magic in said room.
Yes, you are now. Adriel is
Oh.
fine. Willem, you are going to take a point of exhaustion.
I step
Ah,
out of the room.
crap.
Out of the room we go.
Yeah,
Out of the room we go.
I say, quick, get out.
Out of the room, close the door.
Okay. Lunara, yes. The whole room is emanating. I guess it would be evocation magic. It
Okay.
seems to be coming from. It seems to be the spell seems to be cast on the room rather than on a specific item in the room, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Once you close the door behind you, yeah, Willem, you take Willem and Adria, you guys are able to take a sip of your water. The water tastes amazing, and you're sort of you get that cotton mouth feeling goes away. Willem, you're just feeling really really drained.
I thought I remember there being a thing for points of exhaustion, but
Oh, you can
Let's see.
add it. It's on the. You have to go to the settings part of your sheet,
oh, okay.
and I think it's on I think it's on the right hand side. Yeah, right hand side near the bottom of the general options box. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up.
Oh yeah. Show.
Oh yeah, it shows
show
also
exhaustion
tracking,
tracking.
Yeah, if you turn that to on, it'll show up as a box on your core page, and you can just click 1 point. And the really cool thing about the exhaustion tracker is that it'll actually show you what the effects are,
That is cool.
which is handy to keep.
Ooh, that's not gonna be good.
Can I suggest for future rooms, you let me have a once over them before we go in? Just like a look. I don't even need to step inside.
Yep. No, that's fair. That's fair. I'll check for physical traps. You check for magical
Yeah.
stuff.
That seems like a good
I
plan.
love it. I love it when like a new group that gets together and like all of a sudden the characters start like forming their tactics, and you know that like in 20 levels from now they're still going to be using these tactics. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you guys just gonna walk past this room? Are you gonna do anything more with it? What is your strategy here?
So we just saw crates. We saw a body next to the crates.
Yes.
Anything on the?
Yeah.
Did we notice anything on the body? Like a bag or?
So no, it was
pouch?
just wearing like the tattered remnants of armor. It had a like a turban on its
Mm.
head. And it's sort of like rotting and things. It just looks like an old skeleton.
Do you want me to maybe like myself and Adriel, if you've got the hand
Mage hand, yeah.
mage hand, yeah, we could just have like a give it a cursory once over from the door,
Okay.
so that no one needs to worry about going inside, just to see if there's anything of value from the
Alright.
surface level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. I'll open the door and step away.
Okay.
So we both like work together and try to mage
Yeah.
hand one of the carts open or something like.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You mage hand open one of the crates. Excuse me. Two things happen. The first thing that happens is that you can see inside the crate. The crates are very old, and much like the ones in the storage room that Adriel you opened before, they pretty much fall apart as you pull them open. And you can see that inside are a bunch of fireworks.
Okay.
The second thing that happens is that the skeleton stands up.
You got this way.
Shall we roll in it?
All right.
Yeah.
And these bloody bastards live down here. All those crazy ones. Well, you know, the crazy with the other guys, the Sindicians.
Oh, what is with my initiative today?
Oof.
Adam, I swear your roll.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, Wei, you are the first to react to this as this this creature stands up. It's sort of like sounding like that as it comes for you.
Well,
Let it come
Alright,
to
I'll
us, I
stay over-
guess.
stand over here for some just a better line of sight. I'm gonna pull short bow, knock an arrow, shoot it at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 23 will certainly hit.
It's a
4 points of
skeleton though.
damage. So you hit it for some piercing damage, and the arrow sort of like lands in it, but it's still standing there, and it just sort of like looks to you, and it cocks its head to the side and goes.
Yeah, I kind of. I mean, can I also just drop my short bow?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm gonna do it next turn anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna drop my short bow to the ground and just get ready, fisticuffs, get into
Okay.
combat stance.
Awesome.
I can't
Adriel.
see it, so I'm gonna have to. If I can move,
That's tricky.
I can move through my own people, right? It's like 10 feet of movement, I think.
That's correct. Yeah, it's just double movement. Quoth doesn't count because he's
So-
tiny.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll
Quoth
go
is like
through-
on someone's shoulder, is in the air or something.
I'll go through Lenara.
Okay.
So that's 10, and I'll shoot. Does this thing look pretty powerful?
He's got an arrow in him, and it doesn't seem to be bothering
Yeah.
him much.
I will
He looks
shoot.
like this,
Oh,
and you've got
boy.
half cover. He's got half cover from you based on your line of sight here.
okay. So can I cast? Well, yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell. So can I cast a spell while I'm walking through Lenara? So I have full.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I could lean
Yeah.
lean back against the wall to let you.
And I will shoot.
I'm pretty sure we can
a
squeeze into a space as long as we don't
ball
stay
of
there.
lightning
can't
at
we?
it.
Cool.
12.
The lightning it doesn't hit it. I'm trying to like find a way to describe it. It
It
smashes into the
just-
wall and behind the creature
Yeah.
as
Well,
it leans out of the way.
I tried, and I'll step back.
Oopsie daisy.
You got this way.
There was an attempt.
All right, that will be it. Let me end turn.
Okay. The creature is gonna come forward to like here. And it's gonna stand here. And Wei, its turban lashes out at you. It like unravels like a snake and just comes forward like a whip. And you you leap out of the way as it lunges towards you, and that is going to end its turn. Oh, select the token Kirsty. There we go. Willem.
Okay, I will. Not sneaking.
I thought your mic cut out for a second there because you were like, "I will," and then there's just silence.
We
Okay.
never found out what he did.
He just hid.
Mm.
Disappeared from the campaign.
No.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll use the hand crossbow.
Okay. And we'll say the same thing. You're kind of leaning into the door, sort of into Wade's space, I'm assuming, so that you can get a clear line of sight. And a 23 is a hit.
For 5 damage.
5 points of damage. Nice.
And then I will keep moving. And bonus action hide.
Cool. Okay. Roll me a stealth check, please. Nice.
15.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Lunara.
Lunara is going to put a hex on this dry boy.
Okay.
First level spell. And then I am going to shoot at it with the only thing I know how to do.
Eldritch Blast it is.
It is, yep. It's the Simpsons. Say the line, Bart. I cast Eldritch Blast. Okay. Normal EB. Oh.
Oh,
Just like ricochets off something nearby.
yes.
Yeah, sad times. Okay, and then I'm going to move back this way, I guess.
Alrighty.
And keep Quoth close, but he will be useful soon. Okay, that is my turn. Let's end. There we go.
All right, Way.
Posture. Get ready. Hut! And close the door.
Oh, I love it.
I'm gonna close the door, and I'm gonna step here, ready in action to punch the thing when it comes through. I'm gonna look back to everybody. I'm not getting pulled in there. I'm not getting pulled off into there.
Sensible. Sensible.
All right, so I will step back and I will take a ready action if it opens the door to shoot a lightning. Yeah, I'll do a lightning spark.
Okay, cool.
Oh, sorry, enter.
All right. The creature opens the door.
All right.
And is going to step through, I think, at this point. And Way, he's coming for you. So this is going to trigger all the readied actions. So we got a lightning spark from Adriel, which
Misses.
unfortunately misses. Lunara's in the way. It's
Lunara's
her
hat.
pointy
It's-
hat.
Yeah.
Way, your strike does hit though, so you can go ahead and roll me damage on that. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Nicely done. And he is going to strike back. And he's going to hit you with his claw, or attempt to. 13.
Ooh, it's a miss.
Okay, and he's going to strike at his other claw at Lunara.
Oh boy.
10.
Miss, thankfully.
Fortunately, he's so thirsty he can't
Hmm.
he can't hit.
He is
That's
thirsty on main right now.
That'll be him. Willem. He has walked right up to Way. He seems to have no idea that you are sort of crouched down beside the wall there. So you can go ahead and roll with advantage on your first attack.
Why is all my stuff piercing damage?
To be honest, it does seem to be taking the same amount of piercing damage as it is the other types of damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'll put away my rehook my crossbow and pull out the short sword
Okay.
and sneak attack. For 19.
19 is a hit.
Oh man.
Oh.
Well, it's one more than I would have got.
Mhm.
Yeah. 10 points of damage is a decent amount of damage. The creature, you sort of catch it unawares, and it lets out like a, which is its version of a scream. So.
to
And
know.
I will bonus action disengage and hide. Well, not hide, but go around the corner.
Go around the corner. Sounds good. And end your turn. There we go. Lunara.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that,
Um,
sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, Lunara is going to disengage
Okay.
and move back this way. And Quoth is going to use the assist action to provide
Cool.
whoever attacks our thirsty friend next advantage. It's just like
Awesome.
buzzing into his face and bothering him as best he can. I do not have a bonus action attack, so that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Nicely done, Lunara. Way, if you choose to attack, you have advantage on this thanks to Quoth's annoying buzzingness.
Up top, and I will attack. I mean, I want to punch it with advantage, right? 22.
Nice.
That'll
Seems
hit.
good.
That sure will. For
7.
7. This creature is looking badly battered and bruised, except he can't be bruised because he's a skeleton, but you know what I'm saying.
Flurry of blows.
All right.
2 more. Uno,
Nice.
dos.
They both hit.
All right. Was that advantage on only the first attack or all?
Only the first attack.
Okay. So 4 and 4. 8
So
total.
8 total. How does it die?
Yes.
Deflect it. I would deflect claw, punch. The other 2 sock it across the jaw, then go low and shatter its pelvis bone.
Awesome. It crashes to the ground in a heap of bones. The turban sort of like unwraps from its head and just sort of like lies on the floor, and the creature is deceased again.
If the skeleton was alive, that would have really hurt him.
Nice work.
I'm curious about his turban, so I'm gonna go, like, pick it up and look at it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an Arcana, please.
My roll so low. 8.
It's really hard to see like the good roll next to it as well. Eh?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna turn that off.
So you look at it, and the turban just sort of hangs limp in your hand. It seems to just be a rotting piece of cloth.
All right, I drop it.
Away will take the sword that's been strapped to his back for his entire journey, and just try to catch the handle and
Wait,
Close it
Well,
back.
we've-
Close them back up.
close it back up.
Do we want to get more of the fireworks now? There's nothing else in there. Because we opened the box full of them.
Oh yes, what a marvelous idea! Just strap explosives to our bodies.
I'll carry them.
strap it. I was gonna say we could strap it to this thirsty boy and give him a send off.
These not-so-sour fruits are causing a fruit fight in the patch. Sour Patch
Gonna
Kids.
shake my
Sour,
head, look
sweet,
up to the
gone.
sky, to the imaginary Jesus Christ into the sky, and just
I had a character I play Gmod an awful lot, and I kind of want to do that in real life.
I'll reopen the door, with my sword still like sort of inside the
Any
handle.
reason to...
A bar.
Okay.
Yes, there is.
Mage hand to pick up some fireworks.
Yes.
Okay. Roll.
It could be useful for
me-
distraction.
I think I'll.
Roll me.
Sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think I'll keep those off of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lunara's the only one taking them?
Well, yeah.
Oh no, well, if you could grab some for me too, that'd be.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
I'll
right,
lightning up and they'll all go off on me.
Let's see. So we have flash powder. Roll me d6.
6.
Yes.
Roll me a d8.
8.
7.
So
Yeah,
close.
holy fuck.
That's so close.
Okay, next I need a d4.
Okay.
That was a 2. And then last I need a d12.
Oh boy.
8.
Okay. This is what you get. 6 charges of
Oh,
flash
damn.
powder, 8 Roman candles, 2 skyrockets, and 8 firecrackers. Adriel, as this is coming out, these skyrockets look a lot like what was stuck in the hand of Gorm that you set off with your electricity.
Yeah, please keep those away from me. And so, do we assume like that's what's in all the crates, or should we open up another one?
Or is that from getting through most of the crates?
Oh yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, sorry, that would be cumulative from all of the crates. Yeah, and these are the usable ones. There's a bunch that seem to be, you know, they don't seem good anymore. The charges don't seem to be fixed properly, and things have just disintegrated beyond repair. This is what you were able to salvage.
All right. While they're doing that, I'm going to investigate these pots.
Sure. Okay. So the pots, there's 3 of them. They're quite tall. Like I said, they're about 4 feet tall, and they have some like markings on them in Syncadian. The one to the left here is full of sand. The other 2 seem to be empty.
Lennar, what do they say?
1 second, I'll come and have a look.
Okay, so Lunara pops around the corner and has a look.
Yep.
And you can read that the one on the left here says sand, and the 2 on the right say water.
Okay. I relay
and
that.
Adriel, your surmise is that there's fireworks next door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's to, okay. That's to put
Yeah,
out the
so
fireworks. I see. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, in case of emergency, break pot kind of idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, are we splitting these fireworks 3 ways, or are Lunara and I splitting them? Because I don't know if Way wants some.
You're actually going to carry them.
For the short term, at least.
You lot of cuckoo. All of you, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if you ask me.
Probably, but
Whatever
you know,
Cocoa Puffs are.
they're cereal with breakfast.
Do they exist?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said that.
I imagine Coco's a thing.
Cocoa would be a thing, but I don't know about if breakfast cereal, because breakfast cereals are a fairly recent invention.
The weird
Especially-
conversation.
Especially the sweet breakfast cereals.
Yeah, true. Oh, they're all the rage in the Shadowfell. You should see them.
Ah, there's another door.
Yeah.
Willie?
How do you want to divide these fireworks up, or should we sort that out later?
Yeah, just party loot it.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah, put them in the party loot.
And then
Okay.
if we need like a plan or a distraction, we can sort
Yeah.
that out.
Yep, they are in the party loot. So, okay, let's carry on.
Yeah, just keep it away from the man who's got a lit torch.
Or the one who sparks.
Or the one who's got a lantern on. With oil.
Lanterns are fine.
Oh.
3 people in this party are extremely flammable.
All right. I guess I'll investigate the door.
Sure, go ahead,
Oh,
Adriel.
A 10.
You don't see anything concerning about the door. You do see there's a little bit of sort of green stuff underneath the bottom of it, but there's nothing on it that seems to be trapped, and the door is unlocked.
I'm detecting no magic, I assume.
You are detecting no magic.
Sweet.
All right. I'll open it. Ooh.
I'll look inside, and oh boy.
So, yeah, you look inside, and the entire floor of this room is covered with a green oozing slime. Otherwise, the room appears to be empty.
I'm not going in there.
And Adriel,
Oh,
when you open the
boy.
door,
Just my luck.
something lashes out at you.
Why the one door I open? Willem opened so many doors. Well, he did get the Sturges, so yeah.
He is rolling with, you've got like half cover here from him, based on what I'm seeing with lines of sight. Yeah. So the 15. What's your AC? Let me have a look.
Well, it's 12 normally. So with half cover, what is that?
So 16 with half cover. So it misses you.
Half cover is +4?
It's
Half
plus 2.
cover's plus 5. Oh, 3/4
cover's
cover's
plus
plus
5.
5.
Yeah.
Half
Yeah.
cover is plus.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's still gonna hit then.
So I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay, awesome.
I freak out and there's this lightning, like electricity field in front of me forms.
Awesome. The ooze just sort of like slams against it. Very cool. And let's roll some initiative.
Ooh.
Who are we missing? There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
finally.
Willem, what happened to your roll there? All right, have at it.
All right.
Willem and Way simultaneously, actually. Technically.
Oh yeah.
Willem and Way. WW.
What's your dex?
It's the same as yours, dude.
Same. You guys.
Oh
are the
yeah.
same.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, you go first. It's fine.
Okay.
In case you want to like switch to assassin or something. I don't know.
Well, it's next to Adriel, so I would get sneak attack.
You sure would.
All right, short bow it is.
Okay.
Let's make it sharpshooter.
Ooh. All right.
Good shit. Good shit.
That hits.
It's 17, just to make sure.
Yep. Oh yeah. You can go ahead and roll the damage.
I clicked it. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So 20.
It takes. Oh, your
Sick.
arrow just rips through this thing.
Nice.
Big if true.
Like yeah, you just like and like just it starts to like de-blob itself. Okay. Oh, I didn't even start the tracker jacker. I don't even know why we bothered rolling initiative with that. Anything else, Willem?
No, I'm good.
Okay. You can hit and turn then, and that will
Oh,
bring us
right.
to
Yeah,
Way.
All right, come over here. The room full of acid. I'm gonna sort of action hero jump on the door near the hinge, and then try to use that momentum to deliver a big kick to that slime.
Awesome, I love it. Go ahead.
24.
Yes, that is a hit.
A 5.
You hit that slime and it just bursts into a blobby mass and disappears into the floor, and that's the end of that combat. Holy pickles, guys!
Bring it back round. Bring me back round. Bring it back round.
Just click
A
to the
mage
door.
hand to like pull the door back closed.
Yeah,
so you
because
can-
I use the momentum to, and it's gonna be fully open, so it's probably inside. Like, bring it back round. All right.
Is there anything on the walls that we would have seen in this room?
So, yeah, having a look at this room, it is completely empty other than this sort of like greenish ooze that is sort of sitting in this room. It's really unclear if the ooze was created by the ooze or if there's something else created it. You obviously can't see the floor. It doesn't seem to be super thick. It's probably like at least where it is at the edge. You don't know if it's deeper in the middle, obviously, because you can't see through it. But there you don't see anything on the walls. They're fairly plain, much like the rest of the pyramid that you've been looking at. There's some like faint paintings on the walls, but you can't even see much of what they are. It seems to have all been corroded.
Guessing this is some kind of disposal, some kind of waste disposal.
I'll throw a ball bearing into the slime. See what happens.
Cool. Okay, so you throw a ball bearing into the slime, and it rolls right across the floor, so you feel like you could walk across it, and it remains like only like just you can still see the ball bearing. It's like a really thin film, but you do notice that by the time the ball bearing gets to the other side of the room, it's really corroded and actually just sort of like dissolves into a pile of goo after a couple more
Imagine
seconds.
it
Alright.
starts like faintly smoking relatively quickly.
Let's
Yeah.
not go
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, we'll leave this room alone.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Yeah, I was hoping there'd be like a handle or something to drain it, but I don't see anything. So let's go
No,
back.
Okay.
And off we go.
And backtrack all the way.
You guys can move yourselves fairly safely back to where you fought the Sturges. So if you want to just like zip your characters over that way, feel free.
I do appreciate how it's not glitchy anymore once you bump into walls, like the hard walls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Used to be a
it really they've really done a lot of like just nice quality of life things. They also did a thing now where like when you adjust a token, there's actually something on the token that says reset as default token, so that like you don't have to like resave onto the character sheet every time. You can just push a button.
That's-
cool.
Yeah, it's like
Hmm.
it's a major game changer.
Mm.
All right, let's check out this hallway.
Do we want to like take a short rest? We are a little bit hurt already, and I could do with getting some spell slots back.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
if we encounter something, then we can encounter it at the best strength we can find.
So Willem closes both doors, and we'll just
Okay.
bunk down.
Yeah.
I am going to keep an eye on that hole in the wall where the Sturges are presumably coming in.
Yeah, you don't see any more Sturges, and this is as good a room as any to rest in. I mean, it's a secret room. You guys have closed the doors, so you can go ahead and long rest your characters.
Oh, we're long
Long
resting?
or short?
we're
Oh, sorry, short rest. Short rest your character.
short.
I
Oh
mean,
my
I
God.
heard long rest first.
We-
I heard long rest.
we overslept, guys.
It's me. I need the long rest.
Alright.
Oh, tell me about it.
I'm gonna use my 2 sorcery points and get back a spell slot.
Okay,
I'm
sounds good.
gonna roll a hit dice. Let's see what we get. Please be worth it.
Oh,
9,
hell yeah.
yay. That actually was slightly over Healy, but I'll take it.
Slightly over Healy.
Okay.
All right, Willem. The honor is yours.
Yeah.
Okay, so having
I'll
long
roll.
rested.
Short rested.
Oh, sorry,
rested,
shit,
yeah.
I'm doing it again. Having short rested, you guys are ready to move on. You don't really hear anything outside of either door as you're resting, so you don't have a whole heap of concern about anything passing you by. It is nice to see that little chink of sunlight that's coming in through the ceiling there. Reminds you that like it is in fact not dark everywhere in the world. And Willem, you guys have opened this door already, so you're confident that it is untrapped.
Surprise! Trap now.
Everybody roll initiative. Just kidding.
All right, I will step out and peek around the corner.
Okay, now you take a peek. You see another door down here.
So many doors. So
So
little
many
time.
doors, so little
And I'm
time. Yep.
Realizing that my doors are not well positioned because every once in a while they're allowing little peaks of light to come through.
Oh,
That's fine. We don't matter.
all,
Yeah,
all I can,
Disposable.
all I can see is wall. So
Yeah.
I think. Oh, they're stopping to grid now. Okay, that's better.
all right, and I will.
I'm gonna hold my nose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna step back.
Prepare to look through.
Check for
with,
traps.
magic vision. Yep.
Oh, no, so it's 18 because I have disadvantage.
Because you have disadvantage, yes. But you still rolled an 18, so well done. This door is unlocked, untrapped, and it seems to be there's a lot of traffic around here, as though this door is used quite a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna put my ear up to the door and see if I hear anything.
Okay. You can make me a perception. The floor will be your passive. Nice rolls, Adam. What happened to you? You don't hear anything coming from. I almost told you what was on the other side. You don't hear anything coming from the other side of the door.
All right, I will open. The,
Make sure you do it slowly.
I will crack the door open and try to look in. Hmm.
You peek open the door. You peer into a staircase. You can open the door. It's safe.
There's stairs.
The stairs descend.
I'm assuming they're not magical.
These stairs go up.
They are not magical stairs.
No.
Descend.
They go down.
These stairs go down.
There you go.
Before we go down the stairs.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same look around the corner.
So, yeah, you guys take a peek. You see another hallway and another door!
Yay!
Is there more pottery?
No more pottery.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
The door is safe. The door is untrapped. The door is unlocked.
Willie, just make sure you come back if there's danger.
Yeah, I'll just open the door. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, you open the door, and what number is that? A 4. That explains that. Yeah, so this room is sparsely furnished with rotting furniture. This includes a bed, a desk, a chest, a writing table with a chair, and a wooden holy symbol shaped like a lightning bolt. All of the furniture is covered with a thick layer of dust. On the floor lies the body of a dead dust goblin. The body looks several weeks dead. Its left arm is swollen and discolored. Not discovered, although you did discover it.
I will throw a ball bearing at it.
Okay, you throw
I'm getting every penny out of these ball bearings.
little bearings.
What?
No, I love it. The fun thing about this is that like this is kind of like a little bit old school D&D play, and like this is how it would go. You know, you're tapping
Yeah.
that 20-foot long, 10-foot pole and throwing ball
I was
bearings.
going to say the 10-foot pole, most useful item in the game. Yep.
Yeah, right. So Willem, you take your ball bearing and you hit it. You hit the dead dust goblin, and nothing happens. It does not rise. Nothing happens. It's just dead.
What had the lightning bolt on it?
The holy symbol. So
On the
there
desk,
is
wasn't it? Oh.
there a writing table with a chair, and there's a wooden holy symbol shaped like a lightning bolt on the desk, on the writing table.
I'll take that.
Okay. You take it. It's very clearly the symbol of Gorm. And yeah, it's quite pleasing to the eye. Again, quite old. And Lunara, you would know that wood is not, I mean, you're in the middle of the desert. There's not a whole ton of wood out here. So to make something out of wood would have been very costly back in the day. So it would be equivalent to making it out of gold. It would be to the Syncadians, that would indicate that it was a very precious holy symbol.
Yeah, I relay that. Like that's an item of value for the people here.
I put it around my neck.
No,
Okay.
the writing desk, but
Yeah,
still
the
put
other
it
stuff
around
is
the
made out of like it's probably a lot of it is actually made out of zirkwood, which is not in fact wood. It is a type of mushroom.
Oh.
there is that a? Oh, am I seeing that right? There's a chest there.
There is a
Well,
chest there, yes.
I will check it for traps.
Okay.
Do you maybe want to? You're still running detect magic?
Yep, always. I have it at will, so it is always running.
You don't see anything magical in this room, Lunara.
All right.
Like, bear in mind that if there is anything magical in that chest, then it is obscured from me, so I will not be able to see. Like, I can't see shit that's inside other objects.
All right. I will check for traps.
Okay.
Oh boy.
The chest seems to be untrapped. The chest also seems to be unlocked.
All right. I will open it up.
You open it up, and inside you find the remnants, tattered bits of cloth. It looks like these were perhaps once holy vestments, but are no longer. They're just now a pile of rotting cloth.
Is there anything else on the desk or in the desk?
No, the desk is empty when you
Okay.
when you look at it.
Okay. We'll check the door.
Okay, you can roll me another investigation. Okay. So the door, again, unlocked, untrapped. But from the other side of the door, you do hear something, Wilhelm. You hear bzzz.
I'll whisper. There's something behind this door.
Move over to here. Move Quoth up to you.
I prepare a lightning spark.
I will actually move here. And Lunara, mage hand.
Yep. Do we want to let Way catch up before?
I was kind of just waiting outside, but then you guys are taking a long time, so I guess I'll walk out. I was like, what's taking so long?
Okay. Yep. And then I'll mage hand open the door. I'll
Okay.
put.
And
I'll put Quoth on this side.
I'm preparing an arrow.
Yeah, lightning
Okay.
spark for me.
Lightning spark for you. We got some ready actions.
Okay. Mage
okay.
hand.
You open the door with mage hand, and inside, what you can see is a 10-foot tall cage. In the bottom of the cage is some coins, and hanging from the top of the cage is a giant beehive, the source of the buzzing. You can see several large 1-inch bees are buzzing around the room. The mesh of the cage is wide enough for them to fly through, and there's also a 1-inch square high hole in the south wall.
But they don't come out of the room when the door opens.
No, they are just sort of buzzing around the nest. You see them coming and going through the hole in the wall. And you can see, like I said, a little stash of coins at the bottom of the cage. It's not a ton, but you can see from here that they are not your standard gold coins. They look like they are probably Syncadian coins, which again would give them a little bit more value than, you know, your average gold coin to a collector.
Can I mage hand some of them up to like the cage and then try to just catch them into my hand when they go through the holes?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. So you start to mage hand them out of the cage, and as soon as they start to move, the bees attack.
Of course.
Bees.
Bees.
Not the beast. Ugh.
Oh, good.
So there they are.
It's a pretty color.
You say that now. Wait till they murder you. You won't like it so much. Okay. Tracker Jacker is a go. Music is a go. Way. You see something's going on. You hear the reactions. You know something is happening in there, but you don't know what.
Yeah, so I just walked. It's like a few seconds. I just walked over, sort of arm perched on the doorway, on the door frame. It's like, what's going on? What's taking so long? And then I'll poke my head in. So I guess step through, and then I see a swarm of bees. Oh, wonderful! Oh, wonderful! Well, let's see. I move
Why do
five.
there have to be bees?
Oh God. Okay. Nope. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Might as well, right? Move 5. If I move past Willem, that's 35. Yeah, I should be good. I should be good. Is that 50 naturally?
Yep. Monks have all of the movement.
Well, yeah, I
Speedy
also took
goes in,
mobile,
speedy
so
goes out.
Oh, nice.
I have an extra 10. All right, I'll try to punch the swarm of bees.
I love the
Actually,
encourage- I guess right now they're technically inside the cage.
How like small is the cage though? Like, can it contain the bees, or is it like
The
a
bees can
bird
fly
cage?
through it, but you can't reach through it. It's like a bird cage is a good example. It's like they can fly through it, but you can't punch through it unless you like bend some of the bars or whatever.
All right, guess I'll ready an action to punch them, to hit them, or catch them and crush them, whenever they try to come through. But first, there's like first question, like I guess first thing is like anybody have any incense? Book spray? Oh wait, I can't say book spray. It
Fireworks?
doesn't exist. Yeah, it's ready in action. No, we're gonna. Not only are we gonna blow ourselves out, we're gonna go deaf.
Adriel.
I actually do have sticks of incense, but I'm not going to waste them on the bees. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to lightning spark them.
Okay.
13.
13. The bees manage to
Oh my
swarm
God.
around your lightning, and it doesn't hit them.
Everything has better armor than I do. It's so crazy. All right. I guess that's my turn.
Okay. The bees. I guess the bees are going after the closest. They swarm on top of you, Wei. Go ahead and make me your attack roll.
Oh,
20 will hit the bees. You managed to grab some of them out of the air, crushing them.
Only 4 damage though.
4 damage.
So the couple was just.
And they are going to sting you. Sorry, I gotta sneeze.
Oh, how does that miss?
So they swarm around you and they're looking for a place to land on you to sting you, but you're just quick. You're zipping all over the place. And that will end their turn.
Yeah, maybe they can't find purchase through your clothes or something.
Yeah.
Either.
Or I'm on the floor, sort of windmill breakdancing right now.
Willem, Way is surrounded by these bees.
Yeah, that changes things because I was gonna Molotov cocktail them, but probably not a good idea right now.
Probably not a great idea.
I will. Um. Let's see how the spoon goes.
All right. You scoop the bees.
And I'd have sneak attack, right?
Yes. You are unable to scoop any of the bees with your spoon.
Oh, god damn it.
You're stabbing at them, you're scooping at them, and they're just like zip, 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 zipping around.
Alright, I will bonus action disengage and run away.
Okay. All right, Lunara.
Lunara takes a step back, going to, I think, try and hex the bees.
Okay. The bees are suitably
Uh,
cursed.
Yay, fucking bees. And then I am going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay,
normal-
you try and Eldritch Blast some of them just that are just like
Yeah.
swarming around Way as opposed to getting
Yeah,
all
yeah.
up in his face. Go
Yeah,
ahead
I'm
and-
not yet that interested in killing Way at this point, so.
yet.
23.
Oh, yeah. There's a big clump of them, and you manage to
Oh,
smash into them for 5 points.
glancing
of damage.
shot, however. Yeah. And Quoth will again provide a help action. Try and like assist as best as possible.
Cool. Okay.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty. Way.
Yeah.
Surrounded by bees.
Catch some more. You know, I do want to say I want to punch some of the bees because I've seen it happen in real life.
All right.
I've had a friend who actually punched a bee to death. I do get advantage, so 15.
15
Yep.
is a hit on the bees.
Quoth helps
I'm-
you punch that bee.
I'm just gonna have to move you over because your token is on top
Oh, yeah,
of mine
sure.
right at the moment. Okay, so for 6 points of punching damage, nicely done.
And then spin around, jump roundhouse. Try to splatter a few of them against the wall.
Okay.
18.
18 is a
There
hit.
we go.
Give me
Another
some
4.
splatter damage. Another 4. Awesome.
Just catch a
There.
few with my shin. You just hear the beep, 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 beep.
Awesome.
That's it for me.
Okay. Adriel.
All right, I will hold very still, and I shoot a lightning spark. 17
17 is a hit.
kind of sparks around Way for.
Awesome. It zaps between B to B.
Yeah.
Ooh, 8 points of damage. That hurt. They are looking rough.
And that's me.
All right. The swarm is going to continue to attack Way. This time it has less than half its HP.
Oh, I think you minus. Yeah, you accidentally minus health from me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You want me to just move over?
Yeah, I'll just move the bees there.
Yeah, you stay in the cage.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 8. There we go. Yeah, they'll be there. So they are on top of Way, but yeah, it's just it's too hard with the tokens. So they are gonna try and sting you Way. 17.
That's it.
I think will hit you, but this time the damage is not so severe. So 3 points of piercing damage,
Ow, 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 ow.
and I need a con save from you, please, DC 10, or you're gonna have to take 1 whole point of poison damage.
I'm good.
Awesome. Okay, and that ends the bee's turn. Willem.
Let's try a dagger this time. Move in here.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to sort of stab the last few bees. You kind of get them on the end of your dagger and put them like a shish kebab.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack, yeah. You got an ally in 5 feet.
11.
You managed to defeat the last of the bees. The few remaining buzz away. They seem to have abandoned their nest and have departed.
Take that, bees.
Yay.
Yay! So you're left standing in this room with this this cage. There is still the nest hanging from it, but obviously the nest is now free of bees, or bee free. There's a couple still in there, but nothing that's going to give you any trouble. There are 2 doors to the north and south of the east wall, and as you guys finish up your combat here, the door opens, and you see a man in a mask step through, and he says, and Lunara, you would hear him. He's speaking Syncadian, obviously, and he says, "Ah, thou hast decided to join us in the back way. I heard some trouble. Is everything all right in here? The Grand Master says that you have free entry."
Nothing that
Thank
we
you.
couldn't handle. Oh,
Oh,
he's
well,
speaking of, I forgot.
Well,
he's
we're gonna
speaking
need you. We're gonna need you in this room.
Well,
Yeah, like obviously Quoth is translating from Lunara. Thank you. We accidentally disturbed the bees, but we handled ourselves.
Ah, yes, the bees have been trained to attack those who do not wear the masks.
Well, you're going to need to train some new ones, I'm afraid.
We will have to do so. I will let the Grand Master know. At least our treasure is still safe.
as I'm looking at the coins.
Definitely as safe as it could be.
Yes, it is.
Come, friends, enter. Welcome to the Brotherhood.
Sure.
What's in the room
Sweet.
above? And I point to the door to the north before I step through.
Like this room here, or
No,
this room here.
Yeah.
He says the Grandmaster's more chambers for those of us who are staying here while we investigate this upper level of the pyramid.
Okay.
While we doth investigate, I forgot how they speak. And he opens the door and says, you will wish to speak with the Grand Master." And he opens this door and steps through, and you see a bunch of the Brotherhood, including the Grand Masters. You've now learned his title is Canadius, and he speaks to you all in common. "Ah, thou hast decided to join us. Welcome, brother."
I'm just gonna hang back a little bit and try to swipe some of the gold if I can through the.
Absolutely. Go on and make me a stealth check with advantage. Yeah,
17.
you have no trouble. I guess the stealth, it would technically be canceled out by your disadvantage, but it doesn't matter because you rolled 17. So, yeah, you can take a handful of gold coins. We'll say you get 6. And they are worth 1 gold coin in the pyramid, but outside you can just write down that they're Syncadian coins, and so they might have additional value outside of the pyramid due to their antique nature.
Okay, yeah, I'll add them to my inventory instead of my gold.
Okay, yeah, and do keep in mind that they are, you'd have to sell them to a dealer. You couldn't just sell them like on the general street.
Yeah. And then I will follow in.
Okay. Yeah, so the Grandmaster says, hast thou decided to come and spend some time? Thou art more than welcome to enjoy a meal with us and rest at thine leisure.
Resting here does sound like a very good idea.
How long have you lived here? I ask him.
We have only come up to the upper levels below the sky for the last maybe 3 weeks. Below that, before that, we were in the city below.
What made you come up?
Oh, every once in a while we send investigative parties to take stock of how the pyramid has changed, and of course, to make sure that our enemies are not up to anything nefarious.
Who are your enemies?
Well, brother, surely you know the children of the Magi
Oh, yes.
and the sisterhood of Madras, whatever her name is.
Madara.
Madara, thank you, Madaria.
Of course.
Yeah.
The sisterhood, they constantly test us, but we, the Brotherhood of Gorm, are the strongest, and they shall never succeed in wiping us.
Gorm is most powerful.
Indeed, brother, indeed. And they all go, hoo-ha!
I'm gonna whisper. I'm behind Willem. I'm gonna sort of whisper in between Willem and Lenara. Did I miss something, brother?
She kind of whispers, they think he's one of them.
Is he?
Long story. I'll explain. I will explain later. Lean towards no presently.
Uh-huh. All right. Carry on.
All right. So I don't know what to do, guys.
Yeah, so I guess with this, unless you guys have any particular questions, you are given access to the Brotherhood's area.
Okay.
So you are more than welcome. At this point, you have explored every part of the pyramid, with the exception of the Brotherhood's area. So you're more than welcome to open any doors, peer around, have a look. You are welcome to long rest here. They will also fill up your water skins and provide you with some food. I will mention the food is quite interesting. You're not entirely certain what the meat is. It's not something that you are familiar with. And rather than vegetables, you are served like mushrooms with it. It is quite tasty. And you get the idea that they're splurging a little. You do see that they also have like more of like a ration style food with them as well. And then they've clearly got like some fresher produce that they're eating before they have to resort back to the rations and presumably get more from wherever they got it from. But there is, it's things that would basically grow in a pyramid, right? Like you're not going to see, there's nothing that you could grow with the sun. So it's all a little bit different from what you're used to eating, but tasty. And the brothers do remove their masks when they eat. They do tend to wear them most of the time, especially when they're like on duty. So this is as you have noticed, a very military group. So some observations that you would make is that they do seem to be on like shifts, and they take turns on watch, guarding the different areas. And so those who are on watch and are guarding are always wearing the masks. Those who are off duty sometimes wear the masks, sometimes have them off, but the masks are always close by. You also notice that when they're off duty, their weapons are always close by. They just always seem to be on alert. It reminds you of like soldiers in a war zone kind of idea. Like they're off duty and they're relaxing, but they don't feel like they can ever just like put their weapons aside. And that's kind of the vibe you get from this place. If you want any more information about how it functions, you can either ask or you can do some insight checks to sort of learn about their states of mind or whatever. And I will let you guys explore. If you have any questions, ask. If you want to talk to any characters, ask.
Can I ask, would Lenara know the significance of the mask? Like, is that a representation of Gorm?
It is a representation of Gorm that they are wearing, yes. You would recognize it as being very similar to the statue that you saw on the outside.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is a good place to base camp and maybe get to know these guys a little bit. Obviously, don't get too close to them, but
Alright.
rest here and then carry on down.
I mean, I'll look around the general
Sure.
area.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out this hallway here. Oh, hello.
So, so in the hallway sort of extends just north and south, almost the full length of the pyramid there, or this level of the pyramid. At the south end, you can see there is a statue of Gorm. He has a lightning bolt in his hand, and he is entirely gold. I mean, looks like it would be worth a heck of a lot of money. It's a life-size statue. And then again, you can see these guys are sort of like patrolling around the area. Up to the north, the hallway seems to sort of like just dead end. And there are 2 more rooms up there, and you guys are just welcome to go into them. One is basically this one here is basically just it looks like an old room that has been converted into a like storage place for the food for the Brotherhood. So any crates or boxes or items that they brought up with them are in this room. This one here doesn't really seem to be being used. Actually, no, sorry. This one here is the Grand Master's room, and there's like a single bed in it and a table to write on. The furnishings are old and falling apart, but that doesn't seem to surprise the Brotherhood. They don't seem to think anything strange about it. And you're welcome to go into both rooms and have a look if you just kind of want to open up the map and peek around. The Brotherhood will not stop you.
Yeah.
So that north one that you went into, that was the Grand Master's room, and the one that Adriel is currently looking into, that's the storage room.
Nice. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I stare at this statue for a while, looking at the face.
Yeah, it looks it looks a lot like the masks. It looks a
Yeah.
lot like the statue, and there's something kind of comforting about it, Adriel. And it's almost meditative, and you feel just sort of like relaxed and at ease.
Yeah, and that's I do that for a little while.
It's cool. Yeah, you, sort of when you touch the your piece of glass that was written, the name was written on it. It's slightly warm. And I will say, Lunara, other than the headpiece that is being worn with the evocation on it by the Grandmaster, there's nothing else here that has any magic in it as you wander around and have a look.
Sure. I assume the statue is not magical.
The statue is not magical, no.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Willem, I will say that if you choose to go and have a look at the statue, you notice that it is like gold leafed. It's not solid gold.
Okay, because I was like, I saw the guy in the hallway, so I wasn't going to try to, but maybe would have tried to break a piece off.
Yeah, so you get up to it and you have a look, and it's definitely gold leafed. I think with your background, I think you would be able to recognize that fairly easily without having to do any kind of roll. Like it's kind of obvious to an expert.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
I
Same
would
thing
give
actually.
you
When you've had a chance to like look at the masks, they too appear to be gold leafed. They don't appear to be solid gold.
Well, they wouldn't make very good armor.
No, that's a good point.
I and maybe take some more gold.
Okay, yeah, you can give me another stealth check.
How much is in there? Like, is it like a big pile?
It's not a huge pile.
Because I'd mage hand a few out.
Okay, you can make a stealth check as well. Actually, you don't need to. You're welcome to go in and just grab. You're one of the Brotherhood.
Oh, nice.
So disadvantage, I'm at 10.
I'm giving you advantage because there's no one in the room, so we're gonna call it a 21.
Okay.
So roll me a d10, and that's how many gold pieces you get. 8. Nice. So you get an additional 8 gold
Sweet.
pieces. And Adriel, you are welcome to help yourself. So whether you know it or not, so I'm not going to make you roll a stealth check for it because no one will care. And you can also roll me a d10 to see how many pieces you get. Only a couple, unfortunately. There's not much left in the pile by the time Willem's done with it.
And then
Um,
just do.
Wander back. Okay, so with that, I think this is a good place for us to save game. So there
Yeah.
are a couple of things that happen. First of all, you guys can go ahead and long rest your characters. Willem, that will take away your exhaustion point. You have a pleasant rest with the Brotherhood. They are. Every time you try to talk to them about the outside world, they just don't seem to get it. And they just don't seem to hear what you're saying in the way that you're saying it. So it's a little bit confusing and frustrating, maybe, but they just don't seem to be able to grasp the concepts. The other thing is, before you, in the morning, Adriel, the Grandmaster presents you with a mask.
Ooh, nice.
And says to you, you as one of our Brotherhood, of course you are welcome to the mask. And he turns to Wei and to Willem, and he says, if thou wishest, thou may join the Brotherhood also. We have seen the evidence of your fighting skills, and we are most impressed with you. You would make excellent additions to our company. You may have the night to think upon it, if thou wish.
Yeah, I'm already. Well, to speak for myself, I'm already taken, in a sense. I'm already part of another brotherhood.
I understand, and I wish thee well, and I hope that our brotherhoods can join in combat together one day.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll have my people call your people. Yeah. Yeah, no. I want to shake my head, and as soon as he doesn't see me anymore.
Okay. And Willem, what is your answer to my question?
It would be an honor.
Everyone in the room, hoo-ha! And they
Hoo-wah.
circle around you, and he says, "Remove thine shirt."
Well, okay.
Wow, this escalated quickly. Do you want me to go outside?
So 5 minutes go by
Let's
as I
continue.
take off my armor.
Yeah. So you're required to doff your armor, and first of all, thou must prove thyself worthy in a trial by combat. And
Oh boy.
there is some combat. It is not. We're gonna narrate this because I'm trying to end the session here. But yeah, you. It's more of for show than anything else. And you actually find yourself more than capable of sort of handling what is thrown at you. It's more like wrestling matches than any kind of there's no swords or that kind of thing, or maybe there's dulled sticks, but nothing meant to actually harm.
Yeah, I was gonna say because my strength is pretty crap.
It's
Yeah.
very lonely in the pyramid.
Once you have proved your worth, then the Brotherhood takes you aside, and they tattoo a lightning bolt on your chest above your heart. It is a strange silver color, the tattoo, the ink that they use, and so you have like this shining tattoo of a lightning bolt above your heart, and you are given a mask of Gorm and welcomed into the Brotherhood.
When they're looking away, I want to look to the rest of the group and just go and twirl my finger around my ear, like. like,
Lunara has already walked out. Just like as soon as the take your shirt off, Lunara's like,
She's just
okay,
like,
I'm out of
"I'm
this
done."
one. I'm done. Good luck. Have fun.
And I'm just
I'll
gonna
come in if she
kind of
starts screaming.
just kind of casually, like, as I turn around after they do the tattoo and everything.
Oh no, you
You
cut
cut
out
for me.
Yeah,
after they do the tattoo and every.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, we still can't hear you.
Yeah, he's gone. There he is.
No.
Oh no, yeah, and I just look at Adriel and I point at the tattoo and just like kind of motion that this is what you need. Okay, check.
I said, welcome, brother, to the Brotherhood.
Thank you, brother.
Willie, that's not gonna come off, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So this is where we will save game. And you guys, everyone, first of all, take a point of inspiration for some really great gameplay today. And also, welcome to level 3.
Yay!
Yay.
So go ahead, level yourselves up, long rest yourselves
I
up,
will do
and
that.
when we meet back next week, you have some options about what your plan is next. Hopefully you decide to continue exploring the Current, because
Yeah. When we continue, I will be a shadow sorcerer as well as a.
Ooh.
There are some subclasses I have not seen before. Oh, this is gonna be.
Oh,
That'll be fun.
I have a lot of the books, so yeah. Yeah, okay, so guys, I am going to take off because
Awesome.
I have to
Okay.
go get ready to go skiing. But have yourselves a lovely rest of your day and
thank
a
you.
great week. And
You
we'll see you
too.
all next Saturday.
Bye,
Yes.
everyone.
See ya.
Guys, bye.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.
Take care.
Well, that was a fun day. Thank you, anyone who's watching, and have a good day. Bye-bye.